Let's talk a little soul.
Would you be willing to trade all of this?
Hey guys, welcome back to Pop Culture with Pat. Today I'm going to be giving you my non-spoiler review of Pixar's latest film, Soul, that just hit Disney Plus on Christmas Day. In Soul, Jamie Foxx plays the lead character of Joe Gardner, and Joe he's a high school music teacher, but he's not really content with that. He's always really wanted to be a professional jazz musician, and one day he finally, comes across the big break that he's been waiting for when suddenly he dies. So Joe is, he's really desperate to get back to his body because, he doesn't think that he's lived his complete life yet, and, he really wants to live out his dream. So he's trying to get back to his body, and he ends up running across another character. Her name is 22, and she's played by Tina Fey. And basically, 22 is an unborn soul, and she hasn't gone to Earth yet because she just doesn't feel that it's worth it, even though she does have the option to. So basically, throughout this film, we go along the journey of these two characters, and basically they discover what the meaning of life is for both of these guys. But I won't get into too much further other than that because I don't want to go into spoilers for you guys. But yeah, I thought the concept was really cool. It's something a little bit different that Pixar has done. Something I've seen some people make the comparisons to Inside Out, like a film like that, and I can see that to a degree. It's definitely something that's a little bit different. I thought the animation was beautiful, with all the characters throughout the film. My favorite part, I would say, is probably when Joe and 22, when they're kind of going in between like worlds or like these different like planes, and you just get to see some of that like weird kind of like animation where it's like black and white and stuff like that. That was probably honestly like my favorite out of the whole film. But like overall, the film is just like beautifully animated as well. And I think with this type of film, I think that the character of Joe, played by Jamie Foxx, he was a really relatable character because he's a character that he's had a dream for a long time, and you just feel, he's never gotten the proper chance to go after that goal. Or, in this case, it's something that a lot of people around him, they're like, yeah, you know what, that's just not really plausible though. You need to be a school teacher because that's what's going to bring in the money and going to help, support you. Doing something like this, it's really taking a chance. So, you really probably shouldn't do that. So he kind of feels, like he just really hasn't gotten the chance and he hasn't lived the life that he's wanted to. And, with a character like that, I feel like so many people can totally understand, where he's kind of coming from and what he's going through, and when he does like die, early on in the movie, how he wants to get back because he feel like he has unfinished business. So I feel like the character of Joe was just someone that was really relatable, and that was what really drew me to the film. And I think Jamie Foxx did an excellent job of bringing that character to life. I also think the character of 22, played by Tina Fey, I think that, even though she starts off a little bratty in the beginning, although she's pretty funny, like there's one point where she makes a joke about like the New York Knicks, and she's like, oh yeah, I've been messing with this team for years, and it shows like one of the players going for a dunk or something, and she does something so that way he like misses the basket or whatever. And me being a basketball fan, I thought that was pretty funny. Sorry, New York Knicks fans. But I thought her character, even though she started off a little bratty and kind of, like self-centered or whatever, in a way you could kind of see where she was from too, because she has a line where she says, it's just not worth it. Like going down to Earth, it's like, yeah, that's kind of like depressing, but some people kind of feel that way. But by the end of the movie, she really comes around and you're like, wow, like now, this character really kind of has an understanding and appreciation of, just living every day, like it's your last, basically. And I think with this, with this film, it's definitely something, I had an idea. Like I said, I didn't really see like a trailer like early on or anything, so I almost kind of went into this really blind. I just knew it was coming out on Disney Plus. It was from Pixar, and I had heard some early reviews, so I was like, yeah, I want to check this out. After watching it, it's definitely, I would say, one of Pixar's more mature like movies. There's definitely like a lot of themes that I don't know if some of like the like little kids that go to watch this, if they'll totally comprehend everything right away. Just because it's like you have these characters and basically discovering the meaning of life. And when you're that young, you're not really thinking about it for that in that case. But it's something that there is stuff there still for the kids that they can definitely enjoy it. But there's it drags like the adults in, so they can feel like they can watch this movie and actually get something out of it. And so I think that way, the message is great. It's fantastic. I love that they included that in there because it really makes you just kind of sit there and like think back, after you're done watching and being like, wow. Yeah, I guess like you just gotta, you don't have to have one sole purpose in life. You just gotta live your life, every day to the best of your ability. And so overall, I think, like I said, the animation was really, really good in this movie. Both, the main actors, Jamie Foxx and Tina Fey, I thought they did good jobs, bringing these characters to life, making us care about them, definitely by like the end for both of them. And just, the message overall of the film, I thought was a really good one and one that a lot of people can really relate to. So overall, as far as the score goes for this film, I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. I highly suggest you guys check it out, especially if you're, a Disney, like a Pixar fan. I think you guys will really like this. So let me know if you guys have seen the movie. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. If you haven't seen it yet, is it something that you are going to watch? And make sure if you are new to the channel, as always, guys, please hit that subscribe button as well as the bell button next to it, just so that way you get notifications for every new video that I put out. And also make sure to hit that like button. Just really supports, the channel, and it helps with the video, just with YouTube's algorithm. Thank you guys again, for checking out this review. If you haven't, also check out my Wonder Woman review, and make sure to check back for more Pop Culture with Pat.